If you're learning this now, and like Lynette saying, you can give this information to your younger person that can understand it. Why not if they can understand it?
You know,
Right.
madam,
Can I say
the thing.
something?
Go ahead, Rizzy Dan Virgo. Welcome in, Virgo. Go ahead, Rizzy Dan Virgo. And then
Yeah.
Queen South.
So I think what happened with James and Snappa really showed a lot about. I mean, there's about like maybe 5,000 of us on Messy Talk, and I doubt they're the only ones that have something like this going on in their home. And so it spreads both awareness, but also it's like they're not the only ones. And also they're not the only ones that allow their or tell their children like it wasn't that big of a deal. He didn't touch you like that. Sweep it under the rug. I'm talking about it again and all other stuff. So I feel like a lot of people need to listen and take heed to this conversation as well as like you might be next because like we're really good at exposing people. Um, but yeah, I don't see them as being the only people here that are doing something like that or have said something like that.
Well, no, Rizzy. Unfortunately, that is true. I just speak for me. I was finna say we, but I'm not gonna put us all in my thought. I wouldn't have thought anybody on the side would have been accused or came out as to be. However, we have somebody, which makes your statement true, Rizzy. So I'm sure there are more people that are hiding right amongst us.
Well, Manny, you got to look at the circumstances too. Now, Snapper didn't have custody of her kids, so somebody was protecting them kids from Snapper. They knew Snapper wasn't fit to be a mother. But what happens is when that young lady turned 18 and ran to her mama, she seen how unfit her mama really was. Sometimes, you know, when parents or ex-husbands or boyfriends decide to keep kids away from the mother, sometimes you got to respect that because they have seen something to make that they know that mother's unfit. You know what I'm saying? Um, and Snapper was just
I
simply
totally
unfit.
understand. I totally understand because, again, I've heard the support that Snapper gets, and I heard the support that the abuser gets. So I get it. The people do support them.
And Snapper didn't have any motherly instinct with their daughter if she didn't raise her. Usually they don't. And so that's why it was so easy for her to close that door on her, I believe. I don't know, because I can't imagine that. I can't imagine. I just can't imagine it. What you think, Virgo?
Right, so that's the thing. And then she even decided to want to fight her daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, what made you want to fight her? Like, now you're in competition with your daughter's trying to tell you something's going on. She ain't in competition with you. She's trying to tell you. But in your mind, you thinking she your competition. Like, Snap, like I said, I mean, to me, Snapper worse than James because that's the mama. To be honest with you, that's the mama. And the mama has a duty to protect. And you know, and that's the thing that she thought of was to fight her daughter. You know, like you jealous of your daughter, and then you sleep with that man the same night. Like what? I mean, I just don't get the. I just can't wrap my mind around it.
What? Oh wow. Okay, yeah, we definitely gonna be leaving early. That definitely just sent me off. So I don't even want.
Wait, so I was just about to go to, but I disagree. I think they're the equally as evil. No one is better than the other. Um, like literally, what's his name is the devil. Like James is the devil. Snappa is like the devil too. I don't think we should say one's less evil than the other.
Wait, so this is where his last baby came from? Is that what y'all are saying? I hate to cut you off, Rizzy. Is that what y'all are saying? This is where this last baby that she had came
That's what they
from?
saying, Manny. That's what they're saying. I don't know what that is, what they're saying.
Oh, I'm done because I was happy. I was excited for this last. I'm done. I gotta go, y'all. I'll see y'all Tuesday. I'm done, y'all. I'm done.
Okay.
No, I'm talking about Snapper's babies. This last baby Snapper had that we all was congratulating and happy for.
No, it's not because it's been about 4 years. That baby is fresh and new.
Oh,
No, it's
okay.
not
Because,
that long.
honey, what's going
Yeah,
on, honey? What's
because the girl's 23 now. It happened when she was 18. Yeah, no, they're just putting stuff out there.
okay? So no babies were brought about. Oh, my brain. Okay.
Not that
Yeah,
we
but
know of.
Oh
and then Manning, not
my
only that,
God.
right? Not only that, right? We wouldn't have never known, right? If James is tired of Snapper, he don't want her no more, and so she was using that as, hey, you did this to my daughter. I've been holding this over your head for 4 years. So James is like, I'm gonna just go ahead and tell on myself. So
I just
whatever
wanted to
happened
know,
happened.
basically, Snapper did not sleep with James after her daughter at no point in time during her lifespan.
No,
Let me
she
just say
did.
that.
She
No, no,
did.
Oh,
no.
she
She
Let me
did.
be
did.
clear. Hold on. Let me be clear first, Virgo. Then you can answer. What I'm trying to make clear is from Virgo's statement is that I want to know that at no point in time during her years of living that she jumped behind her daughter and slept with James and had a baby. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Yes, she did because she
Now
had
I
three
get that she
babies, three
slept after
custody.
her daughter, but I'm
She
trying
slept
to
with
figure
James
out
the
she
same
slept
night.
after him years ago and had a baby. So that means one of the earlier babies. Is that what y'all are saying? Because I'm still gonna cut this bitch off.
No. So she didn't sleep with him and had a baby. No. So, I mean, she slept with him
How
after
old
her
are the
daughter slept with him.
children? How old are the children?
Oh my God. I
They
cannot
just
Okay,
put this
that's
on my
sweet.
brain,
child.
y'all. This is
Their
so much on
youngest
my
child
brain.
is like 9 months. But Manny, James said himself that the
No,
same night.
James, no, Snap and James got more children, right?
Yes.
That's what I'm asking. At
Oh,
no point in
oh,
time is any
oh.
of these children. At this point, I'm asking for all the
Okay.
children now.
Okay, that's what I thought you meant this last baby.
I
Okay,
was
okay,
starting with the
yeah.
last one, but then drop
The baby
say the
before
time
that
frame.
one. The
So
baby before
now
that
I'm
one. How
going
old
to
is
all
that
the other
child?
babies because y'all are saying
Right.
that Snapper came after her daughter sleeping with him. So now I'm asking, when Snapper got pregnant, is any of these pregnancies the account of her sleeping with James after her knowing he slept with her daughter?
Yes, the youngest baby, Manny. The youngest
Here's a
baby,
shot.
which is
No,
9 months, is James' biological child.
But
But that's
he's
not after the daughter.
asking
He slept
the
with the
one
daughter 4 years
before
ago.
that one. How old is the
He
one
slept with the
that?
daughter 4 years ago,
yeah.
right?
Right.
So I think what's his name? It's the little boy, right? That's right before. That's probably. I think he's about 3 or
Not the
4.
little boy.
Yeah, the
Do
little
Okay,
boy
y'all
about
not know what
3 or 4.
just
wait.
came to my mind? Not the little boy. A
Why you
commenter
gonna
just
say it
said
again,
earlier,
Manny?
oh my brain has just shut the fuck down. You telling me he had a boy from this encounter?
What encounter, Manny? Because now you're confusing me.
Oh my brain. Okay, so four
He's
years ago
asking. Yeah.
or 2 years. Okay, so because the statement is that Snapper slept with James after the daughter.
She did. She slept with him the same night.
Exactly. So I'm asking, did she get pregnant from that night?
No, not that night. Years later, because their youngest child
Okay,
is only 9 months old.
He's
that's
not
what I
talking
want to
about
make
the
clear.
youngest child, Lynette. He's talking about was
Exactly.
But
there a
If
what?
there's a
But
child?
we're talking about
There
if
a
how
there's
old
an
is
child?
older
royalty?
child,
Is there an
How
older
old is
child before
royalty?
that
They
one?
say the little boy name is royalty. How old is royalty? Whatever. Royalty, it can't be no more than 3 and 4. 3 or 4.
I don't know how old the other kids is.
because basically because if y'all are not catching what is basically happening is that if she did indeed sleep with him after the daughter had a child, it's even more cringy, y'all.
Well,
After
I mean,
knowing that your man has done this and then sleep with him the same night and then conceive a child,
So
he
Manny, the
is
wait a
oldest
four
minute.
years
kids
old.
are
They say he is
4,
4 years old.
yeah, 9, 4, 11, and 23.
9,
So,
4, 11. That would be the one then, the 4 year old, right? Because she said 4 years ago.
so now hold on, man. Let me. Now I'm gonna say this, but somebody say it's not true. But I could have swore I've heard James say this, that the daughter in fact did get pregnant by James, and that they went and got rid of it.
We know the daughter didn't. Yes, Virgo, that's alleged, but the daughter didn't have no children. But what I'm saying, we just gonna. Okay,
If
y'all.
the
So here in the
child,
newsroom,
yeah.
I'm not gonna cut y'all short. But if I were to cut y'all short, I'm just making y'all aware ahead of time. Here in the newsroom, if I do cut y'all short, we're not picking this up tomorrow. My brain, if I cut it short, that means my brain cannot take no more. Because To know that she has, like, I'm literally finding out too much right now. Like, to know that she has slept with him after the daughter and all like this, and I get that they had more children. My brain cannot take all of this because he's also having a son that the commenter said earlier. Are y'all not thinking that the son will learn this? All the children in the home will learn some form of this. Um,
I mean, and you know, James has admitted to being, so the little boy is not even safe. None of them kids are actually safe, to be honest with you.
this is a lot, child, because they having more children. And
Um,
I'm not gonna bring a
Manny,
movie in here, but I will say this. I've
Manny.
seen a movie where they would have more children just to, play with the children, and didn't even realize I was watching this movie until I got to the part where I realized they was having more children just to play with the children.
Manny. I mean DS Manny.
Yes, go ahead, Alex.
I get everybody being pissed off about all the other shit they heard, but Virgo, no shade, no girl, I don't give a damn. You loud and wrong up here. You royalty ain't got shit to do with
you
nothing
you
right
you
now.
stay
No,
you
you
stay
don't know
running up
what you're
here when it's
talking
me.
about because
You
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 up here
stay
Uh-uh,
running
no,
up
no,
defending.
here when
no,
it's
no,
me.
no, no. Ladies, don't argue right now.
You
Please
stay
don't
running
argue
up
right
here
Yeah,
when
now.
don't
it's me.
cut me off while I'm talking. Be
You
quiet.
Don't
stay you
argue
stay
right now,
running up here
ladies.
when it's
No,
me,
no, no,
dog.
no. Don't. Brain cannot take an argument right now
Okay,
because
Manny, I'm not going to argue, but I will simply say this. Virgo, I understand that we all wanted to participate in conversations growing up. But you are incorrect. Let's just stick to what we do know, what we did here. Leave Royalty out of it. He ain't got nothing to do with nothing right now. Let's
But
just get back
Alex,
to
you're
what we
not
were talking about. The
understanding the
timeline is
point
all
that
over the place. And the timeline, some of y'all don't know your timeline is wrong.
yeah,
Okay?
because
Now,
I
the
sure
one
that's
don't
thing,
what we're
know.
the one
asking.
thing that we do know, though, for certain, is after that happened years ago, more babies did come. We do know that, right?
Yes.
We do know that. So let's just stick with that.
Oh my
But
God,
that's the
y'all.
point they're making. That's why they asked the age of royalty.
Hey,
That's
but
why they
Virgo loud
asked
and
the
wrong
age of
drop is what I'm
royalty.
saying, honey. She loud and wrong.
Got you. Okay, so yes, as long as we able to clear up some things, that's good because we do need the clarity, y'all. Because again, this is a sticky situation that my brain is just throwed up on. I'm
Alex,
just so
don't come
throwed up
address me
on
no
it.
more.
Baby, you got to get service to talk to me.
I'm so throwed up on this, y'all. Like
Don't come address me no more, Alex. I don't like you.
I cannot. Like it's one thing for us to know somebody is amongst us and we're not aware. Because again, we're not aware. But when we're made aware of somebody amongst us to this magnitude, this is cringy, y'all.
You need to tell that to your head mod. She the one that don't get it, Manny. We got it.
And how much to unmod her, by the way?
Oh my God. Lord,
I
y'all.
just want to
I think
jump
it would
in
be
here
making
real
sense to
quick just to
unmod
tell
her.
this real fast, and
There
I'm not
is.
done.
You say what? Go ahead, Monet.
Oh,
There
I
is
was
a
just
fee.
saying.
There is a fee in the poll. Go ahead, Monet, and then Melanie.
Throughout this whole conversation, I agree with Rizzy in the sense of they are equally the same devil. And I'm just drop this little tad bit, and then I'm a dip. Um, so when I was younger, from the ages of 3 to about 7, I was essay, but it was by a woman. So a lot of times people have these conversations, and I hear them infantilize women as if they're incapable of also being predatory. And it's just like James himself said, Snapper was upset that she couldn't touch his daughter, or she did touch his daughter. And, that was something that came up between their argument. So I just want everybody to know, and keep that open. All women are not safe. All mothers are not safe. Teach your children that as well, especially your daughters. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you, Monet.
It's
The yeah,
300, 300, just a measly 300 to unmod. 300.
y'all. This is a lot, y'all. Y'all protect the children, man or woman. I told y'all before. I'm not gonna tell y'all the movie, but the movie's premise was they were having children. Have to be real because they're gonna speed it up. By the
But
time I
Manny, I got
realized
a
that they
quick.
was having children in this movie to sleep with the children, y'all, they had damn near 10. You talking about some Benjamin Button type shit? Now, in
It's
the real
15.
world, you can't really per se do that to that degree because you're gonna be old as hell trying to have that many kids. Go ahead, drop queen.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's 1,500 people in here, and if we wouldn't want to get your Cash App shut down, that's 20 cents a person to unmod Asia, baby. Only 20.
Hey,
God,
not
20
a
cent a
jet to holiday.
person can unmod a woman who is making excuses for a predator. 20 cents a day. 20
Manny, I want to
cents.
say this, right?
Go ahead,
When
Sadar.
I'm sorry, drop. I want to say this. When you like, if you ever listen to James, he say, "Oh, I home can't be in the vicinity of other children." Why is that? Why do you think that?
Now, Asia Baby did come up and she spoke. We heard Asia Baby speak earlier. We heard Asia Baby.
Manny.
Go ahead, Queen. Who was? Wait, who called him? Was it the Sadari talking?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
I asked
sorry.
him.
Wait, who? Okay, so y'all voices a little bit similar. So who was actually talking?
Go ahead, Queen. You could go.
You no, it's okay. I'm Sadari. I can wait.
Girl, who gonna go?
Well, let me ask my question because the thing is, he homeschool his children. Not that anything is wrong with homeschooling the children, but he said specifically that he don't want his children around other children. I see a problem with that myself because why wouldn't you want your children to be around other children? Because children get to talk.
Y'all must listen. She says she does not. Hold on, Sadari. I got to cut you off. My apologies, Sadari. But let me just go ahead and say Asia came up you all and spoke herself. She said she would not support somebody in if they were truly doing a crime. So if y'all think that Asia is truly not that person, y'all would have to, again, the policy is there. She spoke her words. She says she would not support somebody to that magnitude if they truly were out committing crimes. Now, if he is to be jailed or a criminal, yada yada, I'm assuming her support would not be there any longer. But she has stated what it is that it is, that she would not be there for any crimes.
It's a crime. He just ain't been convicted. It's a crime. He just has not been convicted.
But that's why he not letting them kids go to school because kids get to talking, right? And then as soon as kids get to talking and the kid go back and say something to the mother or the father bring it back to the school, there's a problem. When you're keeping your society, that is a problem. It's
Asia, did y'all miss Asia speak? Sorry, I hate to cut you off again, girl. Did y'all miss Asia say she spoke earlier? Go ahead, Sadari. I'm not gonna cut you off again, Sadari. My apologies.
no, that's all I wanted to say, Manny. Like children to be around other children, that's a red flag in itself, right? But like I said, kids talk and they'll get to talking and then things get back and then boom, you have a case. There's no reason why somebody who say they have a learning disability, he has all of these mental issues, not that I'm taking that away from him. Why you not letting your kids go to school to get the proper education to be around other children? Your children to be around other children.
That is true. Go ahead, Queen.
Okay, well, let me first say this right here to any female or woman that is not side eyeing this situation in any way, shape, or form. I don't even care if you're waiting on the man to say something or show you what he did or whatever the case may be. I'm definitely side eyeing you. Y'all are looking a lot like those aunts that sit up there and call these young children fast, these young black girls fast, and that it's not the uncle's fault or the daddy's fault or the grandfather's fault, it's the child's fault. Before you can get all the information, you should be on that child's side, point blank, period. Point blank, period. And then you go from there. The fact that I'm listening to him on this recording One minute you calling her a little girl, the next minute you saying she was old enough for you to be able to do what you wanted to do. Makes absolutely no sense to me how anybody else can sit and listen to that recording and think anything outside of what I'm feeling about James at this point. James, that woman that he's with, the women that are okay with what's already been said are the reasons why I've always kept my children from spending the night at people's houses, because this time and age, you can't even depend on the mothers or the grandmothers to stand up for your kids if they're over to somebody else's house. This is a crying shame that we're even having this conversation, but I'm glad that we are. And then on top of that, just to put the icing on the cake, these conversations right here could be used to victimize these kids even more. It's got to be heartbreaking for this young lady to hear all of her business out on the front end. But if you're going to talk about it, at least save somebody's behind in the mix of it. Make it a reason for it, a good reason for it. Show her that you got her back. Don't sit up there and chastise her and say some crap like what I heard earlier. Well, raise your children not to mess with your boyfriends. That is ridiculous. That is disgusting. That is horrific and gruesome. So any woman that's okay with it in any way, shape, or form, these cases are not cases that we gotta wait for the jury to say, yeah, you did it. These are cases where you just go ahead and you show your child love, you show these children love, you show these young adults love until you get whatever you need to get to make yourself feel like that person is the criminal I think that they are. People do crimes
Now,
all the
Queen, you did prompt my brain. So when you were saying about the conversation, so from what I understand is that James was on the phone with her while on live. And so I don't even know if she knew she was on live. Is that how it happened? Because she actually was not on live, or was she on live? Like, how did it happen? Was she
James
on
was
live?
I
live.
just heard the conversation, and my thing was that you're sitting up there and you're calling out like we heard
Oh, she
him.
knew.
No, she did
She
not know
knew.
she did not
She
know she
knew
was
he was on
on live.
live. Wait, hold on. First clear up was okay. Hold on. So how I got it was he was on live and he called her.
She was
So clear that
calling
up.
Snapper. Yes, she was calling Snapper phone, and he called her back because he had Snapper phone. James was on live at the neighbor,
Oh, so see, that's another portion.
and the neighbor
So
need to go to jail too.
what? The neighbor?
Yeah,
What
because
the hell? What did the neighbor?
Because
Oh,
James
I don't
was
even want to. Hold on. First, let me get this understanding. Hold on. So this is how she got. Okay. So this is how. Okay, got you. So she wasn't even communicating with James. She was calling her mother's phone. James ended up having her mother's phone.
Correct, Manny.
yes,
Correct. That is correct. That is correct.
And so that
Got you. And so
yeah,
James was on live and assuming he answered it.
yes,
he called her all types of little bitches and everything.
and he definitely tried to control the conversation. Like I don't know these
So
people.
again, she did not know he was.
Yeah, I was
Again,
just
she
coming to
did
get
not
ready
know
to
she
say
was on live. So we
correct.
back at square one. Again, she did not know he was on live broadcasting their conversation because again, she thinking she calling her mama.
Correct.
And Manny, yes,
yeah,
that is
that's all I
correct. And
was
Manny,
coming
I
up
will
here to
say
tell
this.
you, but you got it
I,
right, Manny.
And
Hey,
I'm
I'll
gonna
say
Queen.
and
this
I'm gonna
just
get
But
as
you
this
got
far
it
as
right. That's what I was coming to tell you, because that's what he said when he was in the morning show. He said that he didn't call her. She called Snapper's phone, and she kept calling, so he answered it. So I don't believe she knew that he was on live. She just happened to be on the phone, and he answered it, and he started asking her questions.
so you
Got
victimizing
you.
her all over again because that's
Manny.
in front of a bunch of people. That is ridiculous to me. And I'll say one more thing, and I'm gonna get down, Manny. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, to sit and question somebody that is sitting and saying straight up out of her mouth that you emmed her, and then you try to talk over her, belittle her, and I feel like you put her online because you felt like you were going to control the conversation. But what I saw and what I heard, that young lady is not lying. And on in the and just
Well,
like
how would she be lying if she didn't even know she was talking to us? She was only talking to him. So technically, she was talking to him, telling him the truths. So how
she
would
was
she be lying
telling
if
him
she
the
telling him
truth.
the truths and we not even privy, but we happen to be privy?
The way she was saying it as if you already know this. So I don't you like why are you even calling me with this when you already know this? And I'll say one more thing and I'm gonna get down. When it comes down to our kids, yes, we always want to make sure that they feel comfortable enough to come and talk to us. With me having two kids, I noticed that they won't come to you if they feel like you're gonna go out there and get yourself in trouble when you start saying things like I'm gonna go and F somebody up if they messing with my kids. So my little bit of advice, if you do go and you are sitting down with your kids, make them understand that you're not going to put yourself in a bad situation either, because sometimes that'll cause them not to come and tell you what's going on. Now, what you do after you get that information, hot grits, that's what that's for. Some of these things, that's for. But just to make them comfortable, because sometimes children will feel like if I tell my mom and my dad, they're going to go out here and do something crazy and I may lose them too. So you just gotta really feel the situation out. But like I said, all these ladies heard today with that bullshit that's coming out their mouth, y'all should be really ashamed of yourselves. And as far as I'm concerned, it's women like you that get out here and do the shit that they do.
Now, Bray, you can go next, but hold on, let me go at the queen because that did prompt my thought process when she said about the deterrence. Growing up, I did have a scenario like this where one of my friends growing up did confide in me and they did tell me some horrendous things. We both was aware that their parents were batshit crazy, so they didn't want to tell their parents. I did the pleasure, overstepped my boundaries, and told the parent. Um, Granted, the parents still did snap and things of that nature. The father did go to jail, did do some prison time. But in the end, my friend did not have to worry about feeling scared. Now, granted, they did have to learn what they did know about their parents, that their parents was going to go batshit crazy. But I will say, after Queen's statement, still go forth and make them aware. Yes, they may go batshit crazy. Yes, somebody might end up in prison. But I guarantee you, what you feel will no longer be. It will be stopped. Now, yes, your parents may do some crazy things. That is your parents' duty. Okay? If your parents sign up to protect you at all means, allow them to protect you by all means.
Well, thank you, Manny. I'm gonna leave. And I am long winded about certain things, but I have waited patiently just to say those things. I hope it helps somebody in the long run.
Yeah, no, that did my mind, Queen. And honestly, when my friend told me, the first thing I told them is why they didn't tell their parents, and that was the first thing they said, Queen, was that they didn't want their parents to do something crazy. They already knew how their parents was gonna do. And I second them like, yeah, I know exactly how your parents are. They are. But I also knew the only way to get it stopped was for us to tell an adult. Like, we can't do, I mean, we probably could as children, do something, yada, yada, get misunderstood. But at the end of the day, that's what the parents are there for. And my parents taught me that. So I knew to go to their parents, regardless if my friend was like, don't tell them. I've always been that way. I tell your mama, well, yeah, I'm gonna tell the authority. Yeah, I'm gonna tell your mama or the authority, somebody. I'm gonna tell some authority. Don't tell me. Do not tell me. Go ahead, Braid.
Hi, Manny. Good morning. Hey, newsroom,
Good
and hey,
morning.
panelists. I just came up for two things. Well, two people. I heard school has something to say, so if she could maybe come back and tell me to my face, or you could let me know, Manny. And as far as the conversation, Asia, baby, I know you were saying, okay, so maybe I just wanted to make it clear that the law was broken the moment that that girl came on that live and said that she didn't consent to any of the things that James was doing. So I know you're using the she was 18 caveat, like James is saying she was an adult, even though she was a teenager. But the moment that she said she didn't consent, that's when SA happened. Now, Scooter, where are you?
Yeah, so apparently, you have authorities on you again. I think this would be the third time.
All right, so man, it was during that conversation where James took over the conversation and said, "You unalive babies." You unalive babies. Alluding to, that's when I say I can't be for sure, alluding to that she may have gotten, an abort.
Now, did she speak on her Facebook live? I mean, her FB live. Y'all say she went FB. Did she speak about why she hasn't went to the authorities, or is she going to the authorities? Did y'all catch that live? They're saying that she did a FB live. Did she speak of why she didn't go, or she's going? She still has time. Did anybody catch her FB live? She probably scared to go to the authorities. You may be right. I hate to even say that. You may be
Well,
right.
her mama could be discouraging her as well. If her mama held that secret and don't want nothing to happen to James. Snapper only used that just to stay in
So
the
where did
house
the
with
daughter
him.
go live at? Did she go live over
Oh
here?
yeah, I'm glad they just reminded me. Virgo, did you mind to clear up that lie you told on me on Black Diamond's panel, please? Just for the people, as loud as you said it.
She probably scared like most of us would be scared to tell. Lily, I get that. Like that has been plaguing our community so long. That scared to tell thing. Like that cringes me.